Okay, good afternoon everyone. Thank you very much again for joining this track. I'm very happy to see a lot of people eager to learn more about community and career. So, um, again, my name is Geo Kevin Paquet. It's pronounced as Geo, but please call me Kevin. I've been around the WordPress community since 2008. I've been talking about WordPress like ever since, and in this talk, I want to share a little bit more about how someone in the audience, how someone like you, could also be contributing to the WordPress community without needing perhaps to know how to code or doing the things that developers tend to do. You know? So the community is very important, whether you know how to code or not. All right? So today we will take a quick look at what WordPress has been in the past. We will take a glance at what WordPress is at the moment and perhaps where it is going towards in the future. Right, so for everyone joining, here you can scan the code very quickly. This is the only time that I really love to see you using your phone so that you can take part in this presentation. Scan the QR code or visit menti.com para type ninyo 38664252 so I can have some interaction with you guys in this presentation. So, okay, very nice to see. A lot of you are first-timers at WordCamp. So, hello everyone, welcome to WordCamp. Ingani di ang WordPress community nato, no? So we have these tapo-tapo where we discuss the software that we love and relevant other aspects or topics to WordPress. Alright, so we have a good mix of people from different experience levels with WordPress. That's really good to see. Alright, so I'll proceed with the next slide. Okay, limited lang ang atuang time. From where are you? I can imagine most of you are from Cebu City. We have people from Luzon, we have people from Davao. So it's really good to see a mix of people. Oh, may taga Bohol, Lapu-Lapu, Cebu, Mandaue, oh, Jensen, Samar, okay. So this is the WordPress community for you guys. This is what WordPress can do. It can gather people from all the different corners in the Philippines, in the world together and celebrate the software that all of us use and love. Oh, naitaga Luzon, oh, okay. Thank you very much for that. And this is how I started. Very humble beginnings. Pangit kayo na computer, no? This is my setup when I started using WordPress. This was around 2010. Some of you who are familiar with the themes in the past, I think I was sporting a Revolution theme, very old theme. And yeah, that was early teens. And why did I engage into WordPress? Or why did I start the WordPress thing anyways? For me, WordPress enabled me to learn new technologies at the time. Wow pa kayo, no? Okay. Blogging, what is blogging? Because WordPress is, or used to be, a very simple tool where you can have a blog. Diba? So, mutong panahon na nauso ang blogging, not vlogging with the V, you know? So it was a very simple blog that allowed everyone to have like an online diary. So dito na nagsugod ang mga bloggers, online diary where you would post what's going on in your life, where you would post perhaps a sponsorship post or events that you've been invited to, you know. So before influencers, before TikTok, before social media, mga bloggers ang gina-invite usually sa mga events, and that's how I started my journey with WordPress. But of course, WordPress was always a reflection of what was needed at any given time. No? In the past, we just needed a simple tool to create content, create a blog. Pero, nagkalahi naman ang hilig sa people, the needs of the people changed, so WordPress also had to adjust. From the beginning, it was a simple, easy blogging software, and then it turned into a way for businesses to represent themselves online. So kung wala yung website ng business, usually atong reaction is like, legit pa rin na business. So similarly in the past, if the website has like an HTML template lang, dili siya CMS or dili siya software, or this business might not be legit, nga nang atuang way of thinking. And yeah, WordPress could really be whatever you needed it to be. You could have it as a blog, you could also have it as a business website and so on. But really, who would have thought na because of WordPress, a lot of industries have revolutionized. For example, the concept of SEO. Yes, SEO has existed to some extent before WordPress, but WordPress allowed so many people to publish content, to be visible, to be read, and it made SEO more competitive. Kaya dagan naman ang mag-away-away to come out in the search results. No? And e-commerce, we have Shopify now, we have all the different platforms, and we also have WooCommerce, if you're familiar with WooCommerce. WooCommerce is a plugin of WordPress that allows WordPress to be an e-commerce platform. No? So WordPress in itself, a simple blogging tool, a simple CMS naman siya karon. And now it's a tool that you can use to create your own online shop. Ano kay sariling Shopee nimo. And really it gave the common folk the opportunity to publish content. Itong slogan sa WordPress to make content publishing easier for everyone to be heard online. Now, when did you guys started using WordPress? Ano sa pamo nagsugod? Karon lang? Or ganiha sa kids camp? For some of the kids, maybe? Alright, 2020, 2016, last year. Alright. Oh, kids camp. Okay, so, yeah. A lot of you have been using WordPress for quite some time, pero I'm not quite familiar with your faces yet, so I would love to see you more at events like these, no? Alright. And now, what is WordPress now? In the past, WordPress would always pride itself to be agile, easy to use, parang very small footprint on your server. But nowadays, it's a full-fledged CMS. You can make anything that you want with WordPress. Anyone is familiar with the concept of headless WordPress? Headless WordPress kasi nasabi ka sa mga developers, no? Okay, so headless WordPress is like you have something different on the front end. Ang design mo is something very different. And ang back end mo, bale, the thing that manages the data of your website is WordPress. No? Hindi ko developer to that extent, so something like that na siya. And yeah, e-commerce platform. So if for example, you use Shopify, naman kinasabay cut mo, they have a certain fee, you have to pay a monthly fee as well for utilizing the platform. For every transaction, there might be a certain fee attached to it. Now, if you would use WordPress itself, like WooCommerce, all of those costs would go away. Sure, there are some paid extensions that you can purchase to make life easier for yourself. But at the end of the day, all of the income would be going to you. No? And this is really the concept why I love to blog, because you really own the content that you create. Isa nakatry na ka nang nag-post mo sa Facebook, and then after a few days or after some time na-delete ang imong content kay because of whatever violation the AI thought it had, diba? So you don't really own the content that you put on Facebook. But if it's on your own blog, you can download it, you can keep it, you can archive it. So you really own the content that you put on your website. Alright, so what will WordPress be like in the future? For the last 3 years, medyo nag-stagnate or medyo nag-peak na ang market share sa WordPress. We are currently at around 43 to 44% for 3 years running. But before that, the 3 to 4 years before that, it has risen from 30%, 37% to 43%. No? So there's still a huge market for WordPress to capture. And this is where all of you, all of us can be part to extend WordPress to more people. No? Internet has been more accessible than ever in the past, but this would publish online kaya you didn't have the appropriate internet access kaya yun yung data. Now it's very easy to have a WordPress website. You can just go to wordpress.com, create a website, or you can download wordpress.org and upload it on your own server. That's a bit more the technical aspect, no? But if you get a hosting account from some of the sponsors that we've had, like sa Bluehost and GoDaddy, nananan sila yung mga automated builders na pwede mo instantly through ang WordPress. So you have it on your own server, on your own hosting. The nice thing about it, having it on your own hosting is kanang pwede ko mo magbutang o mga plugins. Plugins is a way to extend the features of WordPress. WordPress itself, very powerful na. But with plugins, like I said, you can make it an e-commerce platform, or you can make it a social media network. No? If you're familiar with BuddyPress, for example. Right, so the future of WordPress really depends on you and me. And how do we prepare each other and the future generations of WordPress users to be? Para hapsay ang dagan sa WordPress. If come to think of it, WordPress has been in existence for such a long time. If you consider it, it's a free and open source software that is supported by the community. A lot of free and open source softwares have come and gone, but WordPress is still growing as a software itself. So the biggest strength of WordPress and the biggest weakness is the community. It's what we do with WordPress and how we handle each other. And this is the wonderful thing that I like about this community. We are very open. If you get to know some of the speakers, some of the organizers, friendly lang may, pwede din yung approach if you want to be more active in your communities. Davao, CDO, Cebu, we all have almost monthly meetups. Sometimes ay bulan ma-skip. So there's that. And I started out as a teenager, and if I was able to do it as a teenager, I'm sure that people in this room can also start utilizing WordPress and helping us grow the community even more. So for me, for example, ang love na ako sa WordPress hasn't really faded over the years. Pero last year lang ko nag-active balik in the community. I joined WordCamp Cebu 2023, and I told myself, gusto ko mag-speak at future WordCamps, or gusto ko maging mo active balik sa community. So I started out in 2008, nagtutulog ko WordPress sa mga college students. So again, how do you prepare the next generation? You start them young. Kids Camp was a good way to introduce WordPress to the young people. And for me, find non-technical people, kanang mga friends ninyo na gusto maghimog blog, or friends ninyo that want to venture into becoming a virtual assistant. WordPress is really a very useful skill that you can utilize. Encourage people to be active in your communities. Invite them to the meetups, go to meetup.com, search WordPress for your city, and nurture everyone in the community as well. Lastly, guide people to the right places. Who is familiar with make.wordpress.org? Anyone familiar? Okay, only a few people. Who is familiar with learn.wordpress.org? Okay, still the same people. Right, so very few people know about the resources that we have available to people who are interested to grow further. If you want to learn WordPress from the basics all the way to the advanced level, learn.wordpress.org. If you want to become a developer, still the same, learn.wordpress.org. If you want to contribute to WordPress, maybe it's code, maybe it's community building, you can go to make.wordpress.org. So there are different ways where we can help the community grow. Only a few people really know about these websites, but learn.wordpress.org, like guwapa ilang repository in terms of information. It really teaches you step by step how to utilize WordPress. And this is what I mean, community contributions beyond coding. And it's all about helping the community grow. For example, natay translation projects sa WordPress.org. Natay Bisaya na versions of WordPress actually, pero wala pa siya nakuha ng translate. Nagtanggong siya sa 33%, no? 33 to 38%. So maybe you can contribute to the translation of WordPress para ang imong dashboard Bisaya na. Ibalingaw kayo na. And contribute to training material itself. No? At tingali mong client, Bisaya na ang dashboard niya. Yeah, contribute however you want to contribute to WordPress. May it be mag-speaker ka, may it be tabang mo imong friend mag-set up a website, or may it be just to volunteer at activities like these, no? Speakers, volunteers here, pro bono naman ang ginagawa na pag-support, pag-introduce, and pag-push sa WordPress to the people that are attending. Right, so last slide. What are your thoughts? Asa padulong ang WordPress, and what can you do to contribute to WordPress's growth? So, if you want to share some feedback quickly, pwede tumakuman. Nag-isip ako. Okay. LMS, okay, yeah, alright. Enhance enhancing your skills. Okay, so all of the answers that you put there, I want to hold you to it. And hopefully by next WordCamp Asia, next year, na-fulfill ninyo ang inyong ipambutang din ng mga answers. Okay, so thank you again very much for listening. Thank you for being part of the WordPress community here in the Philippines. And I hope to see you all around.